Welcome to the 79, everyone. We're diving deep into some seriously buzzworthy AI news today, and there's a lot to cover.
Definitely a lot happening.
Yeah, so let's jump right in. First up, we've got this massive AI project called Stargate making headlines.
Stargate, yeah, I've seen that popping up.
Yeah, and for good reason. It's huge. We're talking a proposed $500 billion venture announced by President Trump himself.
Wow, 500 billion with a B. That's some serious commitment.
No kidding. The goal is pretty ambitious, too. Building the next generation of AI infrastructure and software, the potential impacts across every industry you can imagine.
That's a lot to unpack. Who's behind this Stargate project?
Well, the big names are OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle. They're like the Avengers of the AI world teaming up for this.
Interesting combo. What kind of next level AI are they even talking about?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The details are still a bit hazy, but we're talking potential game changers in everything from healthcare to finance.
Definitely sounds like they're aiming for a paradigm shift.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But here's where things get a little spicy. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX.
Oh, yeah. Can't miss him on X these days.
Exactly. He's been stirring the pot on X, claiming that OpenAI's backers, specifically SoftBank, might not actually have the cash to back up this massive commitment.
Musk's always got something to say. But SoftBank's had its share of financial turbulence, so his skepticism might not be totally unfounded.
Right. And to add fuel to the fire, Satya Nadella, Microsoft's CEO, jumped into the fray during a CNBC interview. When asked about Musk's claims, he just said, "All I know is I'm good for my $80 billion."
Classic Nadella. He's not getting dragged into the mudslinging, but he's making it clear that Microsoft is all in on this. 80 billion is a serious chunk of change.
Yeah, that's more than just dipping their toes in the water. So right now we're left with more questions than answers. Is Stargate actually feasible? Does SoftBank have the financial muscle to pull this off? What's Musk's angle here? It's a story we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on.
For sure. It really highlights how much influence big tech is having on the AI landscape. The resources they're pouring into this are astronomical. It makes you wonder who will ultimately control these powerful technologies.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, so let's switch gears for a second. Another big development that caught my attention is the UAE's push to become a global AI hub. They're making some serious moves.
Yeah, I've heard about that. What's going on over there?
Well, Microsoft's involved again this time, investing $1.5 billion in G42, a leading AI company in the UAE.
Wow, Microsoft's everywhere these days.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. The UAE is really trying to diversify their economy, moving beyond oil and becoming a tech leader.
Exactly. And they're not just relying on outside investment. They've also made a commitment to train 1 million UAE residents in AI by 2027.
1 million. That's incredibly ambitious. They're clearly serious about building a strong AI talent pool.
Yeah, no doubt. What I find fascinating is that the UAE could actually become a major player in setting global AI standards and shaping the ethical framework for AI development.
It's an interesting possibility. They're kind of in a unique position to bridge the gap between East and West, bringing together different perspectives and influencing how AI develops on a global scale could be a real turning point.
Definitely something to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready for a rapid-fire round of AI news? We've got a lot more to cover.
Hit me with it. Let's go.
All right, first up, Google DeepMind is shaking things up. They just released their Gemini 2.0 flash thinking model. And get this, it's completely free to use.
Whoa, that's a big deal. Gemini 2.0 is known for being super powerful, especially in complex tasks like math and reasoning. Making it free is a direct challenge to OpenAI's paid model approach.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So moving on to health tech. Neko, a startup that's building AI-powered body scanning devices, just raised a whopping $260 million in funding.
Body scanning devices, what do they do?
They're designed to provide really personalized health insights, think early disease detection and stuff like that. It's generating a lot of buzz in the medical community.
It sounds like AI is becoming more and more integrated into our physical lives, not just in software anymore.
For sure. Okay, next up, let's talk interfaces. ByteDance, the company behind TikTok, just unveiled UiTars, an AI model that can actually control computer interfaces on its own. Apparently, it's outperforming other leading models, and it's open source.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing. Imagine AI that can seamlessly navigate and control our digital world. That could change everything about how we interact with computers.
Yeah, it's like something out of a sci-fi movie. Okay, now for a little curveball, a software engineer decided to buy the domain name ogopanai.com and redirect it to the website of DeepSeek, a Chinese AI lab.
That's kind of hilarious. But it also highlights the growing influence of Chinese AI labs. They're becoming major players in the global AI scene.
Definitely. And speaking of major players, Databricks, a company specializing in data and AI, just secured $1.53 billion in funding with Meta, formerly Facebook, as a strategic investor. That puts their valuation at a massive $62 billion.
It's clear that investor confidence in AI is still sky high. The potential for growth in this field is just enormous.
No doubt. And last but not least, let's talk about AI in education. The state of New Jersey is investing $1.5 million in grants for schools to explore using AI in the classroom. Think AI-powered tutoring systems and teacher training programs focused on AI.
That's a great initiative. AI has the potential to really personalize learning and make education more effective. Of course, there will be challenges, but it's an important step forward.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a whirlwind of AI news. It feels like every day brings something new and exciting in this field.
It really does. It's such a dynamic and rapidly evolving area. It's both fascinating and a little daunting, to be honest.
I know what you mean. Well, that's it for this first part of our AI deep dive. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll continue to explore the latest developments and what they mean for you.
Welcome back to the deep dive. It really is amazing to see AI making its way into pretty much every corner of our lives. We were talking about the UAE's ambitions in AI.
Yeah, they're really going all in on becoming a major player.
And that little stunt with the domain name redirect, sending ogopeni.com to that Chinese AI lab DeepSeek, that was a pretty clear message.
Totally. It's like they're saying, hey, we're here and we're serious about AI. And their approach to open source AI is interesting too.
It is. It could really shake things up.
Yeah.
When we talk about open source AI, Google's decision to release Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking for free, that's a game changer.
It really is, especially considering that OpenAI has been focusing on paid models.
Right. It's like Google is saying, let's make this powerful technology available to everyone. It's a bold move that could democratize access to advanced AI in a big way.
And that could lead to so much innovation. People developing new solutions we haven't even thought of yet. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely. We can't forget about the ethical implications, all those allegations about LinkedIn using premium users' messages for AI training. It's a reminder that we need to be extra careful about data privacy.
No doubt. We need more transparency for these companies. We need to know how our data is being used. And speaking of responsibility, what about the potential impact of AI on education? Those grants in New Jersey for AI in the classroom. That's a big step.
It is. AI could really personalize learning in a way that's never been possible before. Imagine AI tutors providing customized support to every student.
It sounds amazing, but I also wonder what kind of challenges teachers might face trying to integrate AI into their classrooms.
Yeah, there will definitely be challenges. One big one is ensuring that all students have equal access to these AI tools, regardless of their background or resources. We don't want to create a digital divide.
And we need to make sure these AI systems are free from bias.
Yeah.
We don't want algorithms reinforcing existing inequalities.
Exactly. It's about harnessing the power of AI while also being mindful of its potential pitfalls. It's a balancing act, for sure. But hey, remember that whole drama surrounding Elon Musk and his claims about SoftBank not having the funds for Stargate?
Oh yeah, that was a wild ride. What's the latest?
Well, Musk is doubling down on his accusations. He's saying SoftBank just doesn't have the financial firepower to fulfill their commitment. And now there are rumors that even some OpenAI employees are having doubts about the project's feasibility.
Really? Things are heating up.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder if Stargate might just be too ambitious, even for a collaboration of that scale.
It's a valid question. The stakes are incredibly high. We're talking about a project that could potentially solve some of humanity's biggest problems. But there are also huge financial and ethical risks involved. What if it fails?
It's a delicate balance, for sure. But I think these conversations are so important. We need to talk about the potential benefits and the potential dangers of AI. We need to make sure we're steering this technology in the right direction.
I completely agree. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about the values and principles that guide its development and use.
Well said. Well, that brings us to the end of part 2 of our AI News Roundup. But don't worry, we're not done yet. In part 3, we'll continue exploring the latest developments and what the future holds for this amazing field. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the final part of our AI Deep Dive. So much has happened. It makes you wonder what's next for this crazy world of AI.
Yeah, it really does feel like we're just scratching the surface. It's hard to predict where things will go, but there are definitely some trends emerging that give us clues.
Yeah, like what? What's caught your eye?
Well, one thing that keeps popping up is personalization. Remember those body scanning devices from Neko and the whole push for AI tutoring? I think we're going to see a lot more of that AI tailoring itself to our individual needs and preferences.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually, that makes me think about those AI-generated music playlists I've been seeing. They're getting scarily good at figuring out my taste.
Exactly. It's like having a personal AI DJ. And it's not just music. Think about healthcare. AI could analyze your medical history, your lifestyle, your DNA, and come up with a completely personalized health plan.
Whoa, that's taking things to a whole new level.
hmm
What other trends are you seeing?
Another big one is the democratization of AI. Google releasing Gemini 2.0 Flash. Thinking for free is a huge step in that direction, making these powerful tools available to everyone, not just big companies or research labs.
That's exciting. What could that mean for everyday people like our viewers here on the 79?
Well, imagine a world where anyone with a laptop and an internet connection can harness the power of AI. We could see an explosion of creativity and innovation, people developing new apps, new businesses, new solutions to problems we haven't even thought of yet.
That's a pretty amazing thought, but it also brings up those ethical concerns we keep talking about.
Right. With great power comes great responsibility and all that. We need to be extra careful about things like bias and algorithms. We don't want AI systems perpetuating existing inequalities. Transparency is crucial.
Totally. We need to understand how these AI systems are making decisions, and we need to make sure they're fair and equitable.
Exactly. It's a balancing act for sure.
Hmm.
But I'm actually pretty optimistic about the future of AI. I think we're having the right conversations. We're starting to ask the tough questions, and we're working together to try and steer this technology in a positive direction.
I like that positive outlook. Well, I think that's a great place to wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI. It's been a wild ride.
It has so many breakthroughs, so many challenges, and who knows what tomorrow will bring.
That's the beauty of it, right? It's unpredictable, it's constantly evolving, and it's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
A huge thanks to everyone for joining us today on the 79. We hope you found this exploration of AI insightful and maybe even a little bit mind-blowing.
And if you want to keep the conversation going, be sure to leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the 79 for more deep dives into the world of AI.
And if you're craving even more AI goodness, head over to the79newsletter.com/subscribe and sign up for our newsletter. We'll deliver all the latest AI news and analysis straight to your inbox.
Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of artificial intelligence.